Hey, welcome back. I want to continue this short series I started on the verses I've included on the business cards. I hand out these business cards generally when I distribute Bibles and sometimes in person. But there's a series of verses on the business card that are to guide people that are new to the Bible, or maybe those are just not very familiar, into some important verses that would be good for them to know. And so today I want to continue with the sixth verse on that Bible list. And this is Mark 12, verses 30 through 31. That's Mark 12, 30 through 31. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, all thy soul, and with all thy mind, with all thy strength. This is the first commandment. And the second is like this: you shall love thy neighbor as thyself. There is none other commandment greater than these two. When you're a new Christian, if you don't know how to conduct yourself or what God expects from you, you can begin with these two things as a guideline. You need to put God first in your life. If you want order and peace and harmony and leadership, if you want God to take away the negative from your life and replace it with positive, you need to think about focusing on Him first. Oftentimes we find ourselves in situations where we are fearful, full of panic, we don't know what to do. These are not things of God. If you're a saved Christian now, if you will focus on God and look to Him, He will lead you. Your life will not consist of only good things when you become a Christian. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that He loves you, He will lead you, and He will take care of you. So look to Him first. That's what the first half of this verse is about. Love the Lord thy God with all your heart, your soul, and your mind, and your strength. That's the first thing you need to focus on, and He will take care of you. The second thing is love your neighbor as yourself. If you will focus on caring about others as much as you care about yourself, or maybe more than you care about yourself, if you will focus on caring about others, and when it says neighbor, there's a parable in the Bible that someone asked Jesus exactly that question. So who is my neighbor actually? The guy that lives next door, or maybe in the same town, same country? I mean, who's my neighbor? Who am I required to love as much as myself? And Jesus told a story about a person who was kind to a stranger and took care of them although he had no obligation to, didn't know the person, wasn't a fellow countryman, had no reason to particularly care for this person. In fact, others passed by this person and didn't take care of them at all. But this person did, and he said, so who do you think was a neighbor? The person that cared about them and took care of them, or the people that passed by who were their own actual neighbors? And it was the person who actually cared enough to take care of others. And so that's what you need to focus on. These two things, if you're a new Christian, if you will focus on loving God with all your heart, looking to Him for your direction and your focus in life, and then love others as much as you love yourself in the way that He directs you, that will be an excellent starting point. God bless you.